ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Volunteers will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Arkansas's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
The RPO fires complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Looking to pass. It's Ortega. Catch in the middle. It's Allen. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Got it in the middle. It's Allen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He's got great speed. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Volunteers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Finds space on the right. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the ball's headed quickly to the line.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The pull and throw off the RPO. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Woods. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Ortega. Firing to the right, complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Razorbacks are on the move. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here is the Tennessee offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Ortega. Fires to the big fella. Smashes through the tackle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Here's the return from inside his 10. Slips through the line. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Got enough for the first. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's moving out of the pocket. That's it, 5. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I think sometimes offensively, you've got to have a bit more awareness of where you are in the field. You've got to feel yourself getting close to the boundary. You've got to settle down. That guy looked like he was a little bit out of control, and as a result, that throw took him out of bounds for no gain.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll do it himself. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
On that RPO, the QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
It's good. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Good job by the... They're using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. Just keeps moving. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's out. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Razorbacks are facing 3rd and inches. He'll go to the sink. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's not quite going to make it to the marker. They'll spot it at the 37, and now a decision on 4th down. Splits the uprights. Good. With that field goal, guys, we're all tied up, and here we go. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pulls it, fired complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The snap sets up the throw. just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback and his intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
The Vols will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Back to pass, it's Ortega. Complete to the left. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Bringing the heat. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. It'll make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now they regain the lead.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out. They'll try to do better this time around. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Caught behind the line. It's Jefferson. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. It's Smith. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
Turning it on! He got enough for the 1st down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the ball's getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Right on the money. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one. Goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. From the gun, he'll try to throw. The short hands, it's Smith. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield very late in the half. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown ball!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Ortega. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Going for it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. And it is still a 4-point deficit. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found...
Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The offense in hurry at low. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The ball's moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll pull it on the read. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. To the air, it's Ortega. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Razorbacks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On the run, it's concrete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Got him downfield. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. Quick release on the RPO. And they're able to get him on the ground. The Volunteers want to move quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out. They'll decline the penalty. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Ortega. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here is the Tennessee offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. He wants to go deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Going to swing it on second down. Intercepted. Just even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Ortega. It's complete to the left. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Now facing a third and long. He wants to throw it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the ball's in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They want to run this quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
Back to throw. It's Ortega. Quickly complete. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He lobs one high down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. And the Razorbacks will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll do it himself. And he'll be stopped for no gain on the final play of the third quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field, try to make those big plays.
And it's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves out by getting that takeaway. They're going to need a few scores now, but you needed something positive to happen. You needed the momentum to shift, and I think the defense just did that by getting the takeaway.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Back to pass. It's Ortega. Unleashes one. Makes a connection. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Running through contact. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Running with the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And you love ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal. You don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, don't they?
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. The give from the gun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. A
shot toward the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. On the ground, it's Moncrief. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense...
There he goes! He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the officials see something to bring it back? They had the first down before. Penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Now on second down. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on second down. They'll run play action. He's going to let it go. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Hogs send that offense back on to... On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Ortega. There's the pressure. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Trying to beat the D deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move. Now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Off play action. Under fire. Another incompletion on third down. And the Volunteers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the ball comes to rest right there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry about it.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Ortega. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incomplete.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. still plenty of time for this offense, but this probably their final drive, under 2 minutes to play. He wants a big play here late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Vols trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think if your offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the 1st down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Looking downfield, it's Ortega. Rushes on him. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? He's looking to throw. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Here he comes from his own end zone. And the returner will be dragged down. This drive will open from the 15. Defense not showing press coverage. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking for a man. It's Ortega. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time.